I'm Sarah. Today I'm going to run through with you some examples of what you can wear when you come Nordic walking. I wanted to just give you some visuals. I've just written a blog about what to wear as well, to take away some of the barriers that can be perceived about what you need to actually start Nordic walking. And so I thought some visual examples of what I wear, what you might be able to wear, would be really helpful. So before I give some visual examples, just to let you know that my mum recently came to stay, and she said, I haven't got anything I can go Nordic walking in. But she was dressed in a pair of shorts, a t-shirt. I gave her a sun visor because it was sunny, and she had some trainers. So that was literally all she needed to get going. So we got out and we had a nice Nordic walk around the Chatsworth estate, which was fabulous. So it really is super easy. You don't need any specific technical kit really. You just need to make sure that you are in comfortable clothing and that you're dressed for the weather. You know, if you live somewhere where it's prone to rain at no notice, then you might want to carry waterproofs, that sort of thing, just to be aware of. The most fundamental piece of kit for Nordic walking, the thing that we really talk about, is making sure you've got the right footwear. And once you've got that, the rest will follow. So some people, if they're walkers, will have a pair of walking boots, and that's actually fine to get you started. If you're walking on really technical ground, then these could be absolutely brilliant. But for Nordic walking, one thing that most walking boots don't allow quite so much is really flexible movement through the foot. We want to roll in Nordic walking from the heel all the way through to the toes and use all those foot muscles and really use it to sort of propel us forwards into the next stride. So Nordic walking walking boots for Nordic walking will work absolutely fine if those are going to be what gets you started, but you might want to think about something a little bit more like this if you've got them. And these are just very scruffy, very well worn trail shoes. So they are flexible like a trainer, but they've got a super grippy sole. There are loads of different types of sort of trail running shoes, outdoor shoes, hybrid shoes out there that you can look at. But all I'd say is just make sure you've got something grippy, something that's suitable for the surface you're going to be walking on. Even if you're walking around a park, sort of normal trainers with a smooth sole won't necessarily give you the grip you need, and if it's wet, obviously you're going to be prone to slipping as you really get into your stride and start to take off, which is what we want from Nordic walking. So shoes are super important, but all of your British Nordic walking instructors will have information about what to bring, what to wear, and you can throw any questions at us. We've probably had them all and we can answer them all for you. So let's start with what to wear on your body. Entirely up to you, as I gave my mum as an example. I hope she doesn't mind. If it's sunny, you might want to start with a t-shirt. Short sleeve technical t-shirt I've got there. It's really lightweight and wicks the sweat away, which when you do start to get up a pace with Nordic walking can be really useful. So t-shirt is what we call our base layer. If it's a little bit cooler, I've got long sleeve versions, so I might just wear a thin long sleeve version like that. And that might be all I need. I might just need a t-shirt if it's sunny, if it's warm with my sun cream. I might need a long sleeved one if it's a little bit cooler. On top of that, if it is cooler, you might want to think about a thicker layer. Sort of they're sort of mid-weight or middle layers, they're called sometimes. And this is just a long sleeve top. Just happens to be in British Nordic walking colours, but it's long sleeved and it's got a little fleecy liner, which makes it really lovely to wear, warm. Again, I always make sure that the sizing gives me plenty of room around my arms, which is where I really want to start using my arm action and pushing with my poles. So I make sure I've got plenty of room around the shoulder area. So that's kind of all you might need for your top layers, either a t-shirt or a long sleeve top, and maybe a mid-weight top to put on top of that if it's a little bit cooler. From there, trousers. I don't know if you do yoga, if you do Pilates, if you exercise and you've got leggings around, they'd be ideal. Probably a little bit thicker material if it's going to be cooler might be needed, but you do get your heart rate up and you do get warm Nordic walking. You can also use walking trousers. So a little pair of walking trousers here I've got. These are actually a shell material, which means that if it does start to get a little bit wet, they'll just keep the worst of the rain off me. They're not waterproof, but they've got a little bit of water resistance built in. So these are ideal. They're walking trousers, and that's what I often wear if it's not sort of legging weather. And leggings, I've got a couple of types. I teach Pilates, so I've got my normal Pilates leggings, which I might wear, or my running ones, or a slightly thicker fleece layer ones that I've got, which keep me a bit warmer in the cooler weather. I think Safi wants to get in on the act. All right, so that's our bottoms, that's our tops, that's our footwear. If it's raining, I mean, I live in the Peak District, I'm not sure about you, but we get a lot of rain. I've got waterproof over trousers. Again, I size so that they've got articulation in all the right places. For me, it's the knees. I need to be able to move freely across the knees. So I've just got a pair of really thin, but fully taped seam waterproof trousers that I either stick in my bag or have in the car, or I take out with me if I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like. And then waterproof jacket. This is my waterproof jacket. I've got a thinner one which sometimes just lives in my bag. It's a bit lighter, it's a bit smaller when it packs down. But if I know it's raining and I'm out teaching and that's the weather forecast for the day and it's set in, I'll just stick this on. It's fully Gore-Tex waterproof. And it's got nice big pockets, and again gives me plenty of space to move around this shoulder and chest area. Lastly, just jackets really. If it is cool but it's not wet, and you might need an extra layer on top of the mid layer that I've talked about, then something like a little jacket, by all means. You might not need your Gore-Tex, that might be better if it's cool and you want something extra to put on. The other benefit of having an extra sort of top layer that's maybe not waterproof but warmer is if you stop, we often stop for coffee after our class or after our walks, and being able to stick on another layer if you sit outside and have your coffee, or if you get a little bit cooler, can be really useful. So that might be the other thing. You're not going to carry all this kit, it's just choosing what's appropriate for the weather, what's appropriate for you, and what you happen to have to hand. And if you've got any questions, as I say, ask your instructor and they'll be only too happy to help. And finally, I am often seen out with my very blue waist pack, but the other thing I stick my stuff in is a backpack. So this is just a small day pack. I think it's about, I thought it was about 12 litres, no, it might be bigger than that. But it's designed for women, so it gives me all the range of movement I need, having the chest straps in all the right places, and it can fit all my kit in, my first aid kit, extra layers, water bottle, and a snack. Always nice to have a snack that can fuel you quickly if you need it. So that's it really. I think I've run through most of the items of clothing that will come up. Wear comfortable socks obviously, hats and gloves if appropriate, and sunglasses, sun cream if it's sunny like it is today actually, unusually. Hopefully that'll see you getting started on your Nordic walking adventures. So please feel free to contact me if you've got any questions. I hope it's been helpful, and yeah, get out there. See you soon. Thanks, bye.